This will be a nice half an hour call. We'll get started with some intentions and distractions. Today I just want to talk about some issues with our multisigs, keep everyone informed. Distractions is hunger. And I'll pass it to Heather.
My intentions is to listen in and hear what's going on, and I don't have any distractions. And I'll pass it over to Almond.
Hey everyone, same as Heather to be updated, to sink in, to listen, and no distractions. And I'll pass it to Jake.
Cool. Yeah, intentions just listening, see what we got to vote on. Distractions, mosquitoes. Pass it to Danny.
Good morning, loves. Yeah, this is probably my last call to jump on before I head off to Burning Man. So that's what I'm distracted with. But I wanted to jump in, see what I can do and know before I take off. So I'll just be listening in and I'll pass it. How about Suga?
Thanks, Danny. Hey, everybody. Yeah, same as above. Intentions to sync up. Distractions, just some sleeping children behind me, but otherwise all's good. And I'll pass it back to Mitch.
Sure, we can hear from Fershel.
Intentions is to catch up with governance stuff. I haven't joined this call for a long time. And distraction is it's pretty late here and I'm doing some work on the background. And I'll pass it to Santi.
Thank you, Frichelle. GM everyone, just back from vacation, just here to sync up and not more than that. And I'll think Franco's the last one.
Yes, thank you, Santi. Intentions for the call is just catch up and see like what's going on with this multisig problem. I couldn't sign the last transaction that you sent on the channel, and yeah, no distractions. Maybe mosquito bites, like Jake said. Back to you, Mitch. A lot of mosquitoes here.
Yeah, sure. So I guess I'll just get into it. Right now, there's been an issue with, sorry, blowing up on Telegram.
Mosquitoes,
with our multi-sig, particularly like if you guys can see on the screen here, this Giveth main one, it gives us this error. And it says, this safe account was created with an unsupported base contract, blah, 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 blah. This was a result of something that was done basically like it's a trick so that you can get the same address on a different chain with like a Gnosis safe, which is really useful because people send funds to like a different chain thinking it's the same address and then the funding just ends up getting lost. So this was like something that we did a long time ago to make sure that when people donated to us on a different chain that we didn't like lose the funds essentially. But the net result is that now, because we did this like kind of in a weird way and not through the Gnosis Safe main UI, there's these transactions that nobody is actually able to go in here and click confirm on. So this is important because these multi-sigs, for example, like needs to claim the grant funding that we received from Optimism and even donations that are made to it through Giveth. So I'm trying many different things to try and get it unstuck. I'm talking to the founder of Gnosis Safe. I'm talking to the support channels in Safe. And trying everything I can to get this funding unstuck, but sometimes when you just like refresh the page or revisit this, sometimes magically the confirm button will work for some weird reason, but more often than not it won't. So yeah, anything here before we move to like the solution?
What's the feedback you've got from Gnosis?
So far nobody's responded to me, so that kind of sucks. I was talking to Aaron, but I think he's in Australia, so I mean he probably didn't get back to me right away just because yeah, it's late there as well, but nobody's given me a solution yet.
Okay, because whatever we decide, it'd be good to hear their answer or their feedback if we ever get back. Well, sooner or later, I'm sure we will be able to talk to them. But it'd be nice.
Totally. So in the meantime, what I've done is I made a new multi-sig that was made just like the normal way. Just to keep you informed, there's like a new one. It's called Giveth Alt. Basically all the same signers. The only person I removed was Willie because I haven't seen Willie around in Giveth for a very long time. And he was on the original ones. And then I made it into basically requiring 6 signatures instead of 7. So just some small changes there, and then that is like a normal one that can be accessed, no problem. So we should just be mindful that when people want to send funds to Giveth on like Optimism or I think even Polygon, we should be using this new one just so that we don't have any problems to receive money. That's especially important for fundraising, Jake, for example.
Cool.
Yeah. So no solutions yet. We have to fix this because that Giveth main one is the only thing that can claim the 16,000 OP that we got from the grant. And it also has 4 million Give tokens in it. So we need to get that out somehow. Yeah. So just letting you guys know, still working on it. And that I listed as well as like a pending transaction in our agenda there, trying to get it passed. But so far, I'm the only one. I was able to make the transaction, but nobody's been able to click confirm.
Is there any way you can redefine the signatures requested to try to get the funds out of there with future transactions?
I've been trying to use the command line interface, and it's breaking. It's just like I try it, and then the whole thing crashes. I don't know how to do anything else.
Okay. Well, I guess we need their help.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh, Franco just signed. Nice. Okay, that's great. Maybe who else can do it? Maybe for Shell, I think Danny as well. Let's see, I can give you guys the link right here. Again, it's like a weird thing. It like 90% of the time it won't work, and then somehow it just like connects.
I'm not at my computer right now, but I will be next couple of hours, so I'll give it a try.
Okay. No, it doesn't need gas for Shell. Until we actually execute it, you don't need any gas. Cool. Apart from that, does anyone have any more questions or anything about this multi-sig thing?
network that is giving this error, because so far, like, this is the first time I've encountered this problem.
I believe it's on Polygon as well. But no syschain and mainnet are fine. And same with like Cello, because Cello we weren't able to use the same method. So like Cello's fine, Phantom's fine. We don't really use Phantom, but it's fine. But yeah. Yeah, so I'll have to do the same thing with this Polygon one, but it's not as much of an urgent issue because Optimism right now there's a lot of stuff that depends on that give and especially that OP that we need to claim. Okay. Cool. One more thing to mention is we've got a vote up in the snapshot. There is the DApp working group proposal. That's right here. I put this up last night. And yeah, this is ready to be voted on. The proposal's been up for about 5 days. And the snapshot vote will be up for 7 days. So if you guys want to have a look at the DApp working group proposal, it's pretty big in terms of like what it's going to spend. A lot of this is going to be a heavy focus on upping our marketing and communications for the DApp. And then most of it, like, not really developing anything new or crazy, just improving things. Any questions here around the snapshot voting? Nice. Oh yeah, look at all those voters. Cool. That's great. All right. Maybe the last thing I wanted to check in on was Dev Connect planning. Well, we got some people here. Just a PSA, I started a channel somewhere in the community Dev Connect 2023. If you are interested or planning to come to Istanbul for Dev Connect, you should let us know in there so that we can start finding accommodations big enough to hold the whole team, and start locking down stuff while there's a lot of options and things are cheap. Does anyone have any questions or things around Dev Connect?
I do. Are we gonna have an event or a booth or like impact quest?
I don't know if we're gonna have a booth because there's no main venue. Like there's just like that co-working space, but I don't think there's like sponsor booths. I've never been, but
So we
Yeah,
talked to
that's accurate, but sorry, Jake, but like with other conferences like funding the comment or something.
I think when we were speaking to, I forget his name, it was Griff and I in Paris, and he's like the one guy in charge of putting it all together. He was saying that, like Mitch was saying, there's not going to be like an actual main event floor space. It's going to be a lot of the DAOs. Their goal is to connect the DAOs that kind of work together. So there might be like a public goods space, there might be like a refi space, stuff like that. So it's like they're encouraging similar DAOs to get together and create, like, maybe not hacker houses, but kind of those type of spaces together. So it's going to be completely different than like an ETH Barcelona, ETH Paris, or ETH Denver type of event.
All right. So that's going to take a bit more effort to organize.
But they were saying like Gitcoin, he was saying, for example, like Gitcoin doesn't really want to throw in a whole bunch of sponsorship money for it. So that he was telling Griff, like, maybe we should speak with Gitcoin and maybe endowment or something and create, like a public goods space that would attract the people that are attending to public goods.
Okay. That's a great idea, but yeah, if we actually want to do it, then we have to like figure out a budget. Plus, we have all the retreat stuff and accommodations and flights and all that.
Yeah, it's not as straightforward. It sounds like a kind of a fun new way to go about it. Hopefully it's fun. But yeah, definitely not as easy as just saying, okay, do a booth, do some challenges and whatnot. Like the challenge is more the organization probably. And just going with the flow.
Yeah. I think to answer other part of your question, Heather, I think we're gonna try something like Impact Quest, but it's gonna be much different, much simpler. And obviously something that won't require, yeah, we're gonna try and do something much simpler.
Sounds like they're decentralizing the conference.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly. And I think just looking at the channel, a lot of people just had questions about like trying to get time frames locked in as quick as possible for some of our contributors that are flying pretty far. So I think that's like the number one priority for most in the channel you created, Mitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's like if we want to do a retreat, then when is that gonna be? It's gonna be before or after. Okay. Okay. Well, it's good to start thinking of this stuff early.
Might be best to ask Griff who we were speaking to, because I know he's an OG in the space. I just can't remember his name, and it might be nice to have one of us DM that person to get a little bit more information about how the setup of Dev Connect's going to be, so that we don't lose a month maybe when Griff's out of pocket.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good idea. Does somebody want to do this? Like, hassle Griff and then maybe talk to this DevConnect guy?
Don't mind. Actually, it's starting to come back to me. His name might be Wesley, if that rings a bell with anybody.
Wesley.
But yeah, I can ask Griff for the contact and try to get some more information.
Wesley. Not this guy. Gas watch, token log.
I don't know.
Because I know him, but if it's not
His
him,
picture's pixelated.
it's not helpful, huh?
But
Show
yeah,
me your
I don't
face.
know. It could be. I mean, he was there.
Yeah. Show us your face, you Anon.
Yeah.
Oh, well. We'll find out. Maybe if you ask Griff.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And then I guess once we find out like a rough idea of how many people are going, we can start putting tabs on accommodations for us. So, yeah. Cool. Well, that's what I got. Unless there's something in the forum. This one here. Oh, the badge holder nomination. Anything else here for Shell on the badge holder nomination?
Yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know that this is up for your comments. If you want to be a badge holder, so you could just respond to this forum post. And yeah, I don't have any details of what Lauren was asking, but yeah, if you're interested to be a badge holder, you could vote on the next round of Retro PGF. And yeah, I think there's a lot of community members who's interested, but there are questions there, Mitch, you have to answer.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Mhm.
All right.
I think the deadline would be August 30.
End of the month. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. I'll take some time and fill out the questions. Okay. Cool. Thanks for that. Anything else that you guys want to talk about? We've got a couple minutes left. All right. No problem then. We'll wrap it up there. Thanks for coming, everyone, to the Governance Call, and we'll do this same time next week.
Cool.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Mitch.
Mitch.